characters and music are all amazing.
You chickening out again?
Just because they're familiar to some
No.
doesn't mean they're not engaging. True, true.
Smell like pig shit. Well, I'm breathing that.
Ugh, that's nasty.
But you know, my familiarity with like knights in shining armor, for example, means that I'm not always as excited when I see a kind of generic fantasy, you know?
Where the river bends down, but you'll have to go over two-toed Tom's stomping grounds to get there.
Oh, shit. Ain't there another way around?
But we was gonna have to deal with all manners of critters, darling. The straightest way to your mama is through there. And try not to get ate.
Alright, thanks, Mr. Catfish.
Time to fill the bottle and deal with that giant gator.
Oh, fucked up cow over here, huh? Okay. I thought that was, like, very shallow water. Oh, no, I see it now. A weird texture. And then a little side path. Don't seem like it. Alright, well, let's talk a little bit about what I'm watching this season. So far. What am I watching? Honestly, the thing that I'm, like, watching that I'm not watching is maybe the thing that I want to watch the most. I'm not watching it for a very specific reason, and that's Lazarus. Lazarus is by a bunch of the people who did Cowboy Bebop. And it's airing now, which is, like, awesome. But for some fucking reason, it's on HBO Max. And I have access to HBO Max, but they're only streaming it in English. Despite it airing in Japanese in Japan at the same time. And they have it in, like, I guess, let me rephrase. It's not that they're only streaming it in English. It's that they're streaming it specifically not in Japanese.
Until I find it.
Like, I could watch it in Portuguese, or, German, I think, might have been one of the ones. French. I could watch it in all these languages except Japanese, even though there is a Japanese soundtrack or audio track. Hey there, little buddy. Well, thanks, little guy. Alright, I got a little guy. RB to control crouton. Okay. Pass crouton to explore burrows. Hold it to go back. Can aim and throw him. Oh, I can aim and throw him in combat too? Oh no, I just like send him at something and I guess he attacks it for a little bit. Okay. But the thing is, I looked it up because I was like, what the fuck is going on with this? And they are going to air it, or they're going to put the Japanese soundtrack out on HBO Max, but they're going to be doing it with like a 30-day delay.
Hey, but I bet you could squeeze in there for me.
Which is just kind of like, sure, fucking whatever. I guess I will just wait because I'm just not going to be trying to watch it in English. I don't want to. Somebody must have wrangled a shit contract with American voice actors where they have to have them. Something like that. Yeah, so I've talked a little bit about why I think I like anime so much, and part of the reason I watch so much of it is because I watch like 99% of it subtitled in Japanese. I am forcing myself to focus on it a little bit more Also, original language is nice, just from... Like, I'm sure part of it is, hey, I can't understand them, so I can't say if they're doing, like, kind of shitty voice acting. But when I understand English, and I'm not saying there's, like, only shitty English voice actors. There's a lot of great ones. But there are definitely times where I've watched some of an American dub and been like, none of these people sound like they give a shit. And, like, they are not carrying the scenes. And maybe the Japanese voice actors aren't carrying it either, but I can't tell in the same way. Anyway, I'm gonna read this thing. Hold on. Careful with pieces of yourself. Dispose things like clipped hair, nails. Talking more about the burrowers. Uh-oh. Burrower's gonna be a new type of enemy, maybe? I could see it. Anyway. So it's been... annoying, to say the least. Am I supposed to hold it? Okay. And she just chills. Puppeting me with the little string thing. What a cool animation, actually. Huh. Zoop. So I'm going to be watching that show on a 30-day delay. Which... like, it's fine. What I'm probably going to do is just not watch it this season until, like, all of it is out. And I'll just watch it in, like, 2 months or whatever when it's complete. But it's annoying because, like, that is maybe the show that I am, like, or was the most interested in seeing kind of right away. Hey, Turtle. Hey, bud. Do. Houses and shit. Nothing to like grab over here. All right. Zoop.
Weird little guy, but useful.
Yeah, he's our weird little guy. Ooh, now I gotta get floof from little rock piles under things? Okay. Okay, if I tap it, it'll just summon. If I hold it, that's how I... get this, like, ooh, let me launch him thing that I keep accidentally doing. Whee! Okay. I'm understanding. Also, the music kicking in a little bit kind of got me distracted here. Hey, chickens. Hey, little rat guy. Or big rat guy, maybe. Alright, you want me going that way? Hang on a sec. Hey, goats. Just see if there's anything going on over here. Assuming I can't, like, toss my dude all the way over there, right? No, that seems too far. Okay. I reach the cow? Maybe? Let's try one more time. Maybe not. Maybe? Oh, yeah, I can. Hey, cow. I don't know if I was supposed to get over here, but I can. Any floof behind the tree? No. Oh, hey, gator. Okay. A lot of animals around these parts. Alligator petting zoo. Maybe that's why. Don't mind if I do. But yeah, so that's kind of been my big annoyance with what I'm not watching this season. I have been just watching a couple other things, though. I've been watching the new Gundam show on, You want me to throw him at mushrooms? I can just run up and do this. Alright, why are you telling me to do it the other way? Does he explode or something? Maybe. So, the new Gundam show is on... It's on Prime.
Really made a mess of things.
Oh, itchy. And part of the reason I'm watching it is because I've watched some of the other recent Gundam stuff and I've generally enjoyed it. Iron-Blooded Orphans, I was a bigger fan of the first season than the second season, but I did watch both. I thought it was pretty good. I liked Witch of Mercury, or Witch from Mercury, a couple years ago. I'm sure you all remember me talking a little bit about that. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. This new one has the dumbest name I've ever heard. It's like G-Quooks or something. It's like GQUUUUUUX. It's very stupid. But it is... Oh, I gotta send my little guy.
What are you so excited about? You want to go in there?
But it is kind of weird because its premise is like a alternate universe or alternate history maybe of Gundam. Which, as not somebody who's watched or paid a lot of attention to Gundam shows in my life, means that I'm only kind of vaguely aware of some major characters, like Char Aznable? I don't remember his last name. Char. There's like a major from the original Gundam show. A major dude called Char, whom I know is part of like the biggest anime betrayal. Oops. Biggest anime betrayals meme thing. But I've never watched the original Gundam. So there's been like 2 episodes of that show so far. And the second episode is just like, hey, here's a bunch of Char, and like, here's this alternate history of how we got to where we are at in this show now, today. Which
Gotta start filling up this here bottle.
feels very weird for me coming from a... Like, it would feel less weird if it wasn't there and they just wanted you to... Like, if you know that, you're getting something extra. But the fact that they're, like, really, like, focusing on the fact that, like, hey, this is an alternate universe, we are making sure to point this out, like, explicitly with episodes full of, hey, here's Char and Char's new past, or whatever.
I see you.
Hey, big guy. But it has me going, like, should I be going back and watching the original Gundam before trying to watch this show. And I haven't done that yet. I don't think I'm going to. I think what I might do is...
You over there?
Ooh, excuse me. What I think I might do is watch this show and then try to watch the original Gundam at some point afterwards. And
He's enjoying that a bit too much.
it's weird because, like, I wasn't really a big mech person, right? Like, I feel like I've talked to y'all at some point in the past 5 years or something about not really being much of a mech anime person. And part of the reason I watched things like Iron-Blooded Orphans was to try to understand those fandoms a little bit, why people like those shows. And I've definitely gotten an appreciation for some amount of them, but I've only watched one old Gundam series. The one I watched is like a shorter one, like I think it's 08th MS Team, something like that. It's like an 8-episode one. And part of the reason I watched that one is because some influencer, will say, who I pay attention to and who I know likes mech anime, talked about that one as like, hey, if you're like Gundam curious, let's say, this is a good one to check out because, one, it's short, so you're not like committing yourself into something big if it turns out you don't like it that much. Two, it is very wide in like the types of Gundam it plays in. In that, like, it has some parts that are like very much, you know, the military espionage bits. There's the like very personal stories of like a couple of characters on two sides of the war. There's a bunch of like pieces of it that are very wide in what some other Gundam series might focus a little bit more on. You watched some old classic Gundam when you were familiarizing yourself with different types. What is a single original Gundam? There is a single original Gundam, and that is the one that this new show is saying, like, hey, this is a... Oh yeah, I have a jump move. This new series is very explicitly an alternate universe spawning from a difference in events from the original Gundam. Oh, I used that ability already. Yeah, let's throw my little guy at him. Oh, is he... Okay, he's possessing one of the other ones. I get it now. He possesses them, and they attack with me for a little bit. Oh, I dodged early. My bad, my bad. Oh, I was late? Damn. Trying to test my new move out a little bit. Almost got myself killed for it. Boop, boop, boop. Oh. Oh, right. We're in Fog Zone. Sort of forgot about this bit. Not explicitly, but like, I forgot that these usually spawn after a combat.
Two-Toed Tom wasn't always a giant alligator.
Oh, we're getting Two-Toed
He
Tom's
started out as a
history
terrible
now.
farmer of swoops who'd starve his own kin so they'd behave. Tom's trouble began when
I think it
young
was late
Wolf
70s. I want to
started
say it was like
out.
78 or 79 might have been the original run.
Old Farmer Swope knew it was a matter of time.
Around
before
then?
he'd run away.
That was Preacher Jolene from way back.
Zoop, zoop, zoop.
Jolene's church is right over there. Folks will be taking shelter.
Jolene's church. We're that way? Ooh, we get some more sweet music. Hey, bird. Hi, bird. Oh. I didn't even see that floof up there until I was up there with the bird. I was just trying to hang out with the bird. Oh. Give me that floof. Sweet. But yes, so I've been giving Quaaaaacks, whatever the fuck they are calling it. I've been giving that one a shot, but it's been a little weird. What else have I been watching? I've been watching, I've been continuing to watch Apothecary Diaries. I still have been really adoring that show. Season 2 has been,
What's Jolene
different
gonna do with Two-Toed
than
Tom?
season 1, I will say. The first season of that show, have I talked about Apothecary Diaries on this, on my streams at all yet? Because I've been enjoying that show immensely. The first season is very much like kind of a, almost Sherlock Holmesy, mystery of the week kind of show with a bit of a wildly different kind of context, right? The main character being a like a young woman who is kind of forced into working in the rear palace where the emperor's concubines in China are housed and everything. But like instead of being really into drugs, she is someone who's like a really smart apothecary, right? Duh, the diaries. And she just really likes poisons and like, so you know, she's not doing drugs, but she is still poisoning herself when she gets the opportunity. You can see a little bit of that in there, but the main character I just think is like, the main character Mao Mao, I think she's super fun. The like Sherlock Holmesy mystery of the week-ness of it like really lends itself well. And season 2, I've been enjoying it immensely still, but it has leaned a little bit more into the interpersonal relationships and being a little bit less mystery of the weeky and a little bit more like how are these couple of characters' relationships. I don't know why I didn't double jump there. Like what is going on with these two characters' relationship and in what ways is it changing and such, right? Still doing plenty of the mystery of the week stuff, but it is apothecary. I'm sorry. Yes, apothecary. Bleh. I can say the word. I'm just
Where's your mama?
mixing
Not
up.
with you, Jolie?
Not since yesterday. Folks didn't want her.
Apothecary,
Some
yes.
don't trust no one but her. Wait, Lacey never got home?
Oh, baby.
She was late. And then the storm, and then our house in the river, and I wasn't fast enough to catch the trailer.
Baby, breathe. You can't blame yourself for that. Ain't nobody out running flood waters.
I thought maybe you got to her before I could.
I'm so sorry, honey. Something big as a trailer would catch at the river bend down yonder. Lacey had friends who could have helped her. Some you might not know about.
Who?
Not my place to tell you if your mama didn't.
Then I'm just gonna have to keep on looking on my own.
Why don't you stay till we get news? You can't just stroll out, not with two-toed Tom on the loose.
You know something about Tom, don't you?
Tom used to be my daddy's pet. Well, no one ever thinks they're serving Satan, but somehow he gets his business done.
Okay, Jolene, Jesus.
It's not safe out there, Hazel.
If I was
That was an extreme leap to me, but it's fine.
Take good care of them.
That's some hair she has? Indeed, indeed.
Stubborn, just like her mama.
I have to make my way
Anyway,
across this village if I want to keep
that show continues to be excellent. If anyone, I know you just said you've been watching it, Rose Red. For anyone who hasn't been watching it, that show is fucking sweet. Give that show a try. Give that show a look. I really enjoy it a lot. So I've been keeping up with that, and what else have I been giving a try? Just definitely dropping off into nothingness. Ooh. I saw that. Don't trust this ground. Because it don't look like ground. I think I can just drop off behind the church there. There's the new Devil May Cry. I did watch that. I thought it was... I have a buddy who had a very good time with it. I had a kind of mediocre time with it. I don't think it was terrible. Oops. Keep not paying attention to these fucking mushrooms. I'm not gonna be out here saying, like, it's the fucking worst. It's not. It's fine. I do think I know some people who are way more invested in Devil May Cry than me in general, who will probably have much stronger feelings than me one way or the other. I thought it was just kind of meh. It had a couple of fun moments, but, like, didn't really do it for me. Nacho versus Taquito. Well, that's definitely, I'm gonna say Nacho Azuma, but I know in my heart, I personally am more of a Taquito. There ain't no denying that. That's how you felt too? The show wasn't that thrilling? Yeah. The only Devil May Cry game I've played is the Black Sheep one, DMC Devil May Cry, which for a lot of Devil May Cry fans, I know is like the what the fuck is wrong with you? This is the worst Devil May Cry game. Whether or not you like the mechanics of that game, people really didn't like the way that Dante was depicted. They really didn't like the way that the game... They didn't like the mood and tone of that game in a way that Yes, the Pizza Dick one, Azuma. I had no problem with it, being somebody who didn't have the reverence for the original Devil May Cry games. DMC is what Luke is to Street Fighter. Fair. And that's totally fair. But if, like, Street Fighter 6 was my first Street Fighter, I'm not gonna have those feelings about Luke, you know? So I totally get why people have those kind of feelings. And I do feel like the anime might have been trying to kind of find a middle ground between the original Devil May Cry's and the DMC series. And I say that in that I think they depicted Dante more like original Dante, which is good. But I think they tried to kind of do the world with the, like, vibes and attitude a little bit more like the DMC game. And they kind of end up somewhere in the middle that just doesn't feel particularly good to me. Just kind of is. Babe, how you sleeping? I overheard like 6 people say they ain't slept well since Tuesday. That's almost a week. Everyone having the same dream, some kind of fog. Alright, Abel. Well, luckily your new Weaver is in town. I've been finding those foggy zones full of despair and trying to... So one thing I noticed last week about, like, the structure of a Weaver, and again, I'm definitely not putting any kind of judgment on this or anything. For all I know, this has got some fantastical, what's the word I'm looking for? As far as I know, these Weaver-themey stuff is, you know, some kind of folklore in the South that I'm just not super aware of. And that's fine. But I do find it a little bit funny that, like, it feels like a lot of what I'm doing is... Ow, I really messed that up. Ooh. A lot of what I'm doing is finding people who have... Yeah, I messed up. I messed up bad on that fight. Let me finish this thought. A lot of what I feel like I'm doing in this game are finding these, like, areas of despair and trauma and stuff and bottling them up, which is, like, a little bit comedic to me in the... like, ooh, don't bottle up your emotions thing that they try to teach you to do to not become, like, I can't even think of the fucking words right now, but, like, bottling up your emotions is a thing that I feel like I spent a lot of my young times hearing, like, ooh, that's not a thing you should want to do, or should try not to do. And, obviously... the Weaver being a sort of third party to all of these events of trauma and stuff are not directly relating in that way, so, like, bottling it in this way is not doing that same thing. I understand that, but the phrasing of it becomes something that feels, like, a little bit silly to me in the, like, oh, isn't that, like, what we say not to do? Sense of things. Just wanted to put that out there real quick. Up. Hey, you. Oh, jerk. Time on my part. That's alright, that's alright. There we go. Yoink. Alright, alright. Where are we at? What are we doing? We came from the church. Okay. Sorry, my brain got kind of distracted. I got too, focused on that silly thought about bottling shit up. Anywho, we will head that way in a moment. Y'all know I feel like I always gotta look around, so we're heading kind of around to that. Real taquito move? Oh yeah, totally. So how you doing, Azuma? What has been going on with you? Oh, you know the other thing I did all weekend, chat? Now that I remember. Oh, hey there. Don't mind if I do get that floof. You've been better? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, the other thing I did all week, not worth getting into, fair. The other thing I did all weekend was watch a lot of 2XKO content. Because the second Alpha Lab happened this weekend. It was a very short one and a way more small one. They didn't put near as many people into this one as they did that first one that I did get into in August or whatever last year. Nice. But, you know, I'm pretty excited for that game still, chat. And so I spent a non-zero amount of time watching a lot of that content, seeing the types of things they changed, seeing the ways that some of the other, frankly, bigger fighting game community content creators were thinking about it. Which is nice to see a lot of people still generally pretty positive. I did see a little bit... Hey there, Tom. I did see a little bit of... there's been a little bit of negativity about that game from both of these. Some amount from very established people who are like, I want motion controls, which... Look, I get it. I'm a fighting game player too. I have played my fair share of motion-controlled games. Okay, can't get on that one. I don't care. And frankly, I'm kind of looking forward to it not being a motion-controlled game, because I find timing and stuff to be satisfying in a way that I fuck up motion controls all the time. But I do like motion controls more than charge inputs, so, you know. Take what you can get, I guess. Hey there, new dude. Slug Haint. Okay, Slug Haint go underground. Take you over, Slug Haint? I can. Ow. What a teleport, my guy. Oh! I didn't notice that guy doing his invincible thing. I'm messing up the combat in this area a lot. Oh! Slug Haint. Where you going, slug guy? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, you summon little dudes, too. So you're like a mobile hive. Okay. A mobile version of the hive guys. Got it. I think I just did a new type of grapple move that I didn't realize I could do in combat. And like if I held down the button, I might grapple myself to them. Ooh, okay. Poke. Motion controls makes you think like Wiimote. Not that kind of motion. Motion controls. Motion inputs. I meant motion inputs.
When Jolene moved out, mean old Swope's come
But yes,
around
command
and come
inputs.
home.
That also works.
He starved poor Tom, so that when Swope rang the dinner bell, Tom went crazy with hunger.
Oh, is that why Tom went crazy when I rang that bell? Because he thought it meant feeding time?
That little alligator can't be the same one that's chasing me.
Sure it can. Zoop, 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 zoop.
Bottle's only half full. I might get a better view from the top of Monarch Cot.
Now, one thing I can definitely say about, oh, that seems good. About, the new bits. I have so much upgrade material. I'm just gonna get them all, fuck it. Push does more damage, cool. One of the things I definitely did see in the new 2XKO stuff is they really gave a lot more opportunities for defense. I think maybe they went a little bit further than they needed to, from what I saw. Not that it wasn't good to have all of the bonus defense stuff that they added, but it seems like they also reduced the damage a bit in the game. Which did make it look like the game was slow. Like, even though the moment to moment was fast, the rounds, every round felt very long. And so I think they maybe overtuned either they overtuned the defense a little bit, or the combination of adding the new defensive stuff and reducing a little bit of the more explosive stuff that people found in, like, the first Alpha Lab made the game feel a little bit slower in a way that, like, I would like to see a little bit of the teeth come back. But I think in most ways the game looked really cool, and I wish I'd been able to actually play it, you know? It's supposed to come out this year. It's supposed to come out this year, everything's fine. It's the 5th Sunday in a row. Those McAllister kids have come to church all on their lonesome. Clothes dirty, hair uncombed, ribs showing. Ooh. This one has bruises. Okay. Yeah, special branch social service is right.
You can always count on Jolene to notice when folks need a hand. Hope those kids are okay.
Preacher Jolene. Make a joyful noise, huh? Got a lot of posters of her own stuff there, huh? Certainly wasn't a good man, but I've long since forgiven him far more quickly than I would have. Than I've been to forgive myself. Now I did wrong, but in all honesty, I don't know if that I care. More than done my share of good on the side of it all. Oh, it counts for something.
I guess we all got regrets of some kind.
Alright, Jolene, what did you do, huh? Funny. Bless your heart. Alright, well, y'all know me. I gotta go the wrong way first, so... Oh, wait, is that I came in here? That's not right. Hold up. Oh, no, I just am blind and didn't see the second grapple. I'm just blind. Oh. HP upgrade! I doed it! Okay, chat. I'm going to refill my water and wander the restroom really bit. Again, I think I might be having a little bit of allergy stuff going on. So my throat's feeling a little drier than normal. What is happening here? That might have been just a little bug. That's okay. So I will be right back.